So, intermittent fasting is an eating plan or eating plan where you eat by schedule. So, like you fast for a particular time and eat for a particular time. So, it's basically about when you eat, basically. So how does intermittent fasting is? Normally, some people that do eat always, like eat every time and do not work out, they basically eat the calories that they actually gain from the meal they ate, and they don't actually use their fat storage, right? So what intermittent fasting does is that it makes you burn off the calories which you ate in the previous meal, and then also using up part of the fat stored that you have, that is actually stored, that you have, like if you don't work out, that you do not touch. But while fasting, your body uses that stored fat for energy because you do not have any meal left in your system. So your body is going to use that stored fat for energy instead of any meals that you eat. So this is how fasting actually works and helps you to burn fat, right? So there are different types of intermittent fasting plans out there, but the most popular ones are the 16 ratio 8 to, and also the 5 to 2 ratio fasting plans. What is the 16 to 8? So 16 to 8 is basically eating per hours. So you fast for like 16 hours and eat for 8 hours. So if you decide to fast from 8 o'clock in the evening, that's 8 p.m., and then you're going to eat, let's say, 12 p.m. the next day. So this is basically the time limits that you can fast, which is going to give you 16 hours. And then you are supposed to fast for from 8 p.m. till 12 p.m. the next day also. So this is how 12 to 8 ratio works for intermittent fasting. Then for 5 to 2 ratio is by days. So you eat for 5 days, your regular 5 days. And the next 2 days, you limit the amount of food you eat or the calories you eat. Maybe it's like 5 to 600 calories, or maybe you just fast for the 48 hours totally without eating any food. So yeah, this is like the plans that is like the most popular plans for intermittent fasting out there. So these two plans are the ones I myself am actually doing, the 16 to 8 ratio one. That's the one I'm used to. I've been doing that for a while. And there are apps out there also that you could actually use to track your progress, or use to track your fasting. Please bear with me, I'm sick, so my voice is gonna be clear. So yeah, the app I use, there's this app I use which is called Fastic. I'm gonna drop the icon so you guys can check it. It's Fastic, that's the name. So it helps you track when you should start fasting and when you should eat. So it's gonna give you like an alarm to get mindful, to turn it into an habit, right? So for me, fasting is like an habit for me. Something I do. I don't just wake up and eat. I just know that I have to fast. So I've kind of built up that habit, which you can do, and it's really, really beneficial to you. I'm going to tell you guys later on benefits of doing intermittent fasting, right? So what can you eat with your intermittent fasting? I know that when you're doing intermittent fasting, you're supposed to not eat for some time, and then you are supposed to eat at the remaining time, yeah? And when you're supposed to eat, you can eat anything you want to eat. What I mean by anything you want to eat, I didn't say you should go get all the whole junk food in the world to eat if you want to lose weight, and you don't want to pack high calorie meals and eat because they say you should eat anything you want to eat. No. When you are doing fasting, yes, you can eat anything you want to eat during your eating time, but you should limit some certain things. You shouldn't take all high calorie junks. You should take at least high fiber meals, leafy vegetables, and carbohydrates little, but not too much, because everything in too much is bad. So you don't really want to take like a lot of junk. You want like a little like junk. You don't want like, you just want to reduce the amount you eat in total, like junks. But you can eat whatever you want to eat. There's nobody stopping you, but you have to reduce the amount of things you eat because you want to reduce weight. That's things you're going to do while fasting. But when you're not fasting, you're only permitted to take only water or maybe green tea or black tea, that's 0 calorie drinks. So drink, you're not going to take a fruit juice or sugar or energy drink. No. During your fasting, you just take only water and maybe black or green tea. You don't also take coffee, because sometimes coffee has calories, so you don't take coffee during your fasting period. Just 0 calorie drinks. That's what you're supposed to take during your fasting period. So when you break, then you can eat anything you want to eat, but limit your junk. That's the goal. To be able to lose some weight, you have to limit what you eat. Okay, so benefits of fasting. So for me, I've been fasting for quite a while, more than a year now. I've been really fasting for a very long time. So it's like an habit to me, and I've seen the benefits. It helps you reduce in weight, which is the main thing that some of you want to do fasting. But it actually builds every other thing in your body, both physically and mentally also, because with fasting, it helps with your heart, it helps increase your heart rate, it helps with memory, it gives you it helps like memory, increase your memory storage. Oh god, my throat, sorry guys. So it helps with your memory, and it also helps with people who have diabetes, because when you lose calories or when you lose weight, it helps you to avoid being obese, which can help to reduce your fasting glucose and your fasting insulin, which in turn helps you lose weight. So fasting will help you regulate all this. And fasting also helps in building tissues and muscles, because when you are fasting, you only use up your fat cells. You use up your fat cells, and then your muscle mass is then built, not built actually, but maintained, if you get. But your fat cells are being reduced, because that's what you use up for your energy during the time you are fasting. The fat storage of the fat cells so decreases and your energy increases, and then your muscle mass is actually maintained. I don't say increase, but it's maintained. It's not going to increase, it's going to be maintained. So yeah, that's how it helps build your tissue up. So these are the main benefits with of fasting. Loses weight, memory, it helps with heart, it helps with people that have type 2 diabetes especially, and it helps build your tissue cells. So yeah, this is basically things that you need to know about fasting. But guys, this, don't take my word for it, right? Please do your research and know more before. If you are trying to start something like this, you have to do your research to actually be able to know more, and if it's going to benefit you or not, and which plan, intermittent fasting plan, will be good for you. But basically, this is the ones that I know with my research, because I do intermittent fasting, and this is how I feel. This is how I was able to know things and work with them. So basically, I just wanted to let you guys know, just in case anyone is wondering how intermittent fasting works. This is how intermittent fasting works. So if you have watched this video till the ending, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and turn on the post notification button. And comment down below if you have any question, of course, and then I'm going to answer them. So yeah, I post video every 3 times every week. So don't forget to check that out, and do not miss any video of my channel. And that'll be all for this video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.